Shalom. First and foremost, want to give our praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakadash, the honors and to our elders and apostles of Great and Stone, and Shalom to our brothers and all here pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, to them that believe. Shalom. Brothers are from Camp James, Jamaica, and Indian for himself. Yeah, and we just want to touch a topic of basically analyzing the time. The scripture say measure all the time diligently. So we're measuring the time and we see it's within basically the time when Yahweh or Hashem or Shai visit the hurt you. So there's an exaltation to the Hakim, you know, basically stay active and keep pushing, because scripture say he that endured unto the end, the same shall be saved. Right, so we are currently we get called. So as Peter, you can Baba Pasha get it for me. I think it's 1 Peter 1. 10, give diligence. Is that 1 Peter or 2 Peter? Right?
1 and 10?
Yeah, 1 and 10.
2 Peter. Says 2 Peter 1 verse 10 says, wherefore, rather, brethren, give diligence to making your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall.
Yeah, so if I give diligence to make your call and election sure, right, the Apostle Torah give a decree, 3 videos minimum a week, we're supposed to go there prophesying, supposed to fellowship with Akim, keep in the spirit. You see me, and I list out a few things there. I will say, what you can just read a bit up when it's hard to this, that about verse 5.
1 Peter 1 verse 5 says, so whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. And beside this, giving all diligence unto your faith virtue, unto virtue knowledge, unto knowledge temperance, unto temperance patience, unto patience godliness.
Yeah, so unto patience, unto temperance patience. Right, temperance go up towards self-control. Right, and Paul said you can keep embodying the subjection, right? Because the flesh lusts to hindrance. The scripture says, so if you beat it black and blue, you mortify the deeds of the body. And he also say your self-control, patience. Because scripture also say what in your patience was I see your souls. Our day is await. We see the prophecies them. Right, we see things heat up early in January this year, 2020 year of prophecy. We see the World War III news. But that is scripture of fulfilling wars and rumors of wars. And we are waiting. We've been waiting from the moment we wake up. We've been waiting for our Lord's return. Where scripture said, to take with self-control, patience. We have to wait. And while we are waiting, we have to stay active. Because scripture said, occupy till him come. Right, so we can't just go chill and say, yo, well, I don't know this one I thought, and so yo, I'm going to do more. And no. And we constantly at work. So when you shall return, you can get me parable.
You know, even the side thing, but
it's the third one. You can finish your talk on now.
Continuing, it says, unto godliness, brotherly kindness, unto brotherly kindness, charity. For if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. But he lacketh these things is blind, but he that lacketh these things is blind, and cannot see afar off, and hath forgotten that he was purged from his old sins.
Yeah, because if you lack these things, you come back in your world. Because when you come in this truth, you start to grow. Right? You start growing self-control, start growing brotherly love, charity. You start growing knowledge, right? As scripture said, we are going to become rivers of living water. You're in a stagnant. So you're constantly pressing, And in order to do that, you have to basically stay active. Because the moment you're cold, the moment you ease up, as scripture says, a little slumber, a little cold on the hand, is when you fall asleep. You go back in your world, you find yourself being a nigger.
So wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to making your calling and election sure, for if you do these things, you shall never fall. For so an entrance shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
That's right, yo. It's all about giving diligence, all about putting in the work. Right, I can get more question, I think it's 2 Timothy 4 chapter. Can I start the first one? If you have a Bible, you can read that. I think the one in Luke as well. Luke 19 and we can start at 12.
This is Luke 19 and 12. And he said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return.
That is the kingdom of heaven. Right, guys, a parable. Right, so things have meaning. Right, go on.
And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come.
Right, occupy till him come. Right, supposed to go there and teach his word. You see me? Right, preach. Share this light. Right, share this wisdom so the elect can go out and see this because we're the light of the earth. And we understand we don't want dark and gloomy place, yo. In the valley of the shadow of death, where people are dead. Right, but Scripture says we're supposed to prophesy unto these dry bones and they will live. Just like how we wake up, seems to the fellow elect, yo, and we wake up as well and we're part of the elect.
But his citizens hated him and sent a message after him, saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, that he commanded his servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. Then came the first, saying, Lord, thy pound had gained 10 pounds.
Yes, brother, basically, I'm going to trade. Yes, didn't get active. Like, you know, we grow up as kids and maybe grandparents also give some money and you guys put it down. You see me? I think about it maybe until the next year I will forget something else. But this servant can go trade. You go basically maybe buy some sweet and start sell. Right, but in this video, once you get this wisdom, you go out and you trade. You see me, you pastor was supposed to have a YouTube channel or go out there and we minister with to brothers as well. Your brother, you know, we just get boom 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 and you share knowledge. And say, brother, update you on news and them thing there. Right? Cause we can't watch everything. Right? So we need each other.
Exactly, and that's a part of having the knowledge, because when you have the knowledge, you have to basically prophecy. Because the scripture we read in 1 Peter tell us, yo, if you do these things, you shall not be barren. You see, you're not going to have a lack of. You see, a lack of the knowledge, we're not going to make you basically bring more fruits. You see, it shall be abundant in fruits, and the fruits are the what? The elect. You see me? The gathering of the elect. Because each and one of us are reapers in this truth. We are reap. The scripture tells you, the harvest is plenty, but laborers are few. You see me? Therefore, if the laborers few, that means that each man have to exert themselves so much the more.
Double work.
Exactly, double work.
Overtime.
Overtime, you see me? That's why the scripture tells you in the book of Philippians, say, act like not as you attain. You see? But press towards the mark. You see me? So that means you're supposed to always reach. Not because you know the knowledge and you have it, you're supposed to always do so much more that is required of you. You see, because even the precept in Ecclesiastes tells you can never go far enough for the other father. Understand? So because your mind is of a state of saying you come lax. Your mind have a state of saying you have done enough, you have put in enough work, this amount of work is sufficient. Just like the parable in Luke chapter 12, where the man will have great barns. See him say him rich, him soul full. See him build up in barns great time so that he might take ease for him life. You see me? Once you don't fool, the life shall be required of you. You see me? So therefore, what you're supposed to build up the more every day is the spiritual acquisition of this knowledge.
Yes, give us it. The church is 11.
Ah. You see me?
And yes,
No, in there. Money can bring with it.
and he said unto him, well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in very little, have thou authority over 10 cities.
So when I get that commission to say, this amount of work need for me, but you do that work to all your diligence, because remember in the truth, every man have a special gift. That special talent where you have, the most I give you that talent to say, look here, plant this and develop on it. So when you develop on that talent, the most I say, because you're faithful in this little speck of talent to me give. See, you take this with all your mind to say this is something very treasure, of a great treasure. Most I say, okay, see more here. See him add to that talent where you have and then give you another talent. So if you was a man, your talent was basically you remember preaching. The most I say, oh, okay, I will get the talent of what? Remembering the Hebrew words. See, next means you become the man of prayer. You see me? Anything, nothing can start without the prayer before first. You see me? So you become that vessel where say, yo, lead the members of the body in prayer to basically worship the Heavenly Father. You see me? That's another talent.
Right. And the second came saying, Lord, thy pound had gained 5 pounds, and he said, likewise to him, be thou also over 5 cities. Another came saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound which I have kept laid up in a napkin.
So this nigga now, this treacherous nigga, Zane, get him commission, get him duty list where he's supposed to do. Most I give him a particular talent. And this man look on it like, you know, listen, wrap it up in a talent, in a napkin. Zane, I want to get wrap up. Now, mummies get wrap up in a napkin, brother. Zane, you put the Lord work in a dead state. Zane, so that means say, you put the Lord work for set as being stagnant. And when scripture said the Lord is basically as living. Zane, scripture tells us when you get this word, it's supposed to be as a mighty stone. You see me? Always a rolling. Zane, lively stone, I mean, it's like you understand? What?
So for I fear thee, because thou art an Austrian man.
So him fear say him lose it. That means that him not have no faith. Which go back to the first Peter's we read before, because it tells us say add yourself these things. Diligence, faith. You see me? Add yourself these things. So when you get the talent, you're not supposed to have no fear about say you're gonna lose it. But if you lose it, man, and you get it to do something with. You understand? One?
So thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest that thou did sow.
Exactly. That means the truth is supposed to always seek for abound. You see, it's supposed to abound in this knowledge, it's supposed to abound in the moral code and conduct. That's why in the book of Philippians it tells us say, whatsoever things are virtuous, whatsoever things are honest and so forth, think upon these things. You see me? That means you're supposed to always accumulate that moral conduct, that characteristic trait of a spiritual man. You see me? You're supposed to always arm yourself likewise with the spiritual substance of our forefathers. You understand?
Where do you have the Timothy?
Timothy.
Yeah, we do have now.
Timothy,
I think of first, 2 Timothy 4, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if I would. Yeah, 4 verse. Can I start on 1?
1.
Yeah.
2 Timothy 4 verse 1 says, I charge thee therefore before Yahweh and the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort, with all long suffering and doctrine.
Alright, so preach the word, yo. We have to reprove. That's what the preaching the word entails. Right, so reprove, exhort. See, exhort brothers keep pushing off because he almost there. You see your brother down, you lift him up. You see me? Those are exhortation, but they know what we are fight for. Because sometimes we have to remind each other about these things. Right? Remember the goal, remember the end goal, yo. Right? Remember the road there shit, look at how we have got through. Right? How shall I promise better, more than what we can even fathom. Right? And so with all long suffering, because in a day, yo, this is basically a race of patience. Right? Waiting until the Lord Yahushua return. Right? And doctrine, you call we teach the truth, 100% truth. Right? No?
For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
I was that the other day. ISUPK come out and I said John the Baptist was in the truth. Like, really? Like that, where the one they come from is but it's prophecy.
Those are that can.
Yeah, that's what I can. Right, let's go cool one more time. Is the main yes. John the Baptist was the top part of the truth. Like, really? Right, and before that, them there said the mark of the beast is not the chip. And some still say it.
Then it walks worse and worse.
Walks worse and worse. I say, bro.
Continue, it says, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist.
An evangelist is what? Basically, is a preacher. Right? Basically pushing for the gospel, the good news. We're supposed to do the work of an evangelist. That's what we for dinner. And that's our duty. Right? Paul charged Timothy. It was a letter unto Timothy, and we're supposed to take heed. As you say, he that I hear, let him hear. Right, so we are hearing right now, taking a good advice. You were saying you're supposed to despise no good counsel. Right?
Make full proof of thy ministry, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight, I have finished my course, I have kept the faith.
Yeah, so Paul finished in course, yo, when he was still about to die. That was shy when he up on the cross and he do everything, say it is finished. So we want to do the same too. We want to finish your course, we want to finish your duty.
You ever notice when an athlete run a race and him basically come in first, you see that sense of satisfaction on his face. You see me? And so we have a feel. Because you can imagine how Paul felt. When Paul do all the way to exert and work at Most High to all his ability. You see, that saying is like such a weight be lifted off of your mind. You see me, your heart, you know, say yes, you have accomplished all that the Heavenly Father set out for you to do. You see me? We want, we can say that in the days to come. So yo, we basically finish the course, we don't lack nothing in contribution to whatever the Heavenly Father said. Do this.
Yeah, well, you're well done, thou faithful servant. You see me? And come up. You see me? That's what I mean to 1 year. Come up.
Yes.
Because we know the destruction will come.
Exactly.
And the only way if we get saved out of it, and do the Lord's bidding.
Remember that nigga they were going at the wedding without him garment.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, that nigga, hey boy, why you doing at the wedding without the garment? Come on. You see me? Because he never have good preparation for the wedding.
And a part of the preparation, I tell you, is when we say, let your feet be shod with the gospel of peace. Right? That's part of the something, part of the we call the garment. Are we supposed to have one? So we're supposed to be well suited out. Right? Faith is the doctrine, right? Everything suited out, so we make ready for the battle. Right? For the wedding ceremony. Which is a unification with our Lord Yahushua.
Continue, says, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love is appearing.
Love is appearing because in the book of Sirach, 2nd Ezra 13th chapter, it tells us some more happy, some more sad, some more bound, right? Because some will get delivered, some will get destroyed, and some will go into slavery. Right? And we know who will be basically get delivered. Right? Revelation chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that read it and keep the words of the prophecy. And we are keeping Revelation of the lower temptation to work in our children.
Quote something you can just wrap off the praise of Christ. So this is Hebrews 2 and 1. So therefore we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest at any time we should let them slip. Earnest heed means to keep. For if the word spoken by angels was steadfast, and every transgression and disobedience receive a just recompense of reward, how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation, which at the first began to be spoken by the Lord, and was confirmed unto us by them that heard him? You understand? Which I line up with the precept you just quote. You see me? Because when you basically heed unto the word, you basically attain yourself unto salvation. But if you neglect it, you neglect salvation, so to speak. You understand? Another one, Baba Kasha. Hebrews 4 and 1 says, let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, as we are saying in the book of Ezra. See, you have some who basically get bound, and you have some who basically get salvation. So the gospel preached is going to be profitable to some and not going to be profitable to others, because what they never take their earnest heed. You understand? As well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with what faith in them that heard it. You understand?
You can read Paul said labor in verse 6 or 8 or something. So let us leave what in the 11.
See, verse 11, let us labor therefore to enter into that rest.
Yeah, labor, put in the work, get active, get busy. Labor to enter in this rest, you have to work, you want a reward. Isn't it? Go on.
God, enter into his rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
Yeah, and we'll see what happened to them when they get on, whenever believe in the wilderness, they got destroyed. Only 2 men is even when they fought at Egypt, where they get to enter into the land, which was Joshua and Caleb. We want to get delivered, so we have to basically learn from them unbelief. Is and first towards that mark, as Paul said. Right, do the work, get busy.
Verse 16, let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. You see me? And when you look into the word bold, it basically means to have great courage. You see me? You're not going to have no doubt, you're not going to fear, say, you're not going to accomplish, but you're going to come with a certain sense of confidence. You see? Pressing towards that mark, God. God.
Revelation 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
So we can keep the word of impatience. You see me? Right now, which I tell what we suffer for. Like preaching this word. We come on the earth and suffer, because before we teaching this word, we never, well, everybody basically good to a certain extent. But now that we identify, so say, I believe, therefore I speak. When we start speaking, when we start get active, when we start get busy, right, start labor in the Most High's vineyard, right, that's when all of the afflictions start. And but we have to basically, the scripture say, eat the direct unto the end, And we see so we can see it when we are at the end of the system, Right, me and brother reason earlier about look on the stock market, you see me? Right, stock market.
Stock market, pretty.
Yeah, man, pretty enough for where it's got a long time when it crash. Like all prophecies are fulfilled. The scripture said at the end it shall speak and not lie. So I said everything, if the prophecies are speaking right now, what we supposed to do? Right, we're supposed to even more fueled up, Like if we basically get carried away, you see me, or basically added way say the Proverbs 24. Yeah, that Bible passion. It's a full another one. You know something?
This is Ephesians 6 and 11. It says, put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Therefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Having done all to stand. Is some, no little. Right, you do everything in your power to stand. Your scripture say, whatsoever thou settest thy hand to do, do it with thy might. So you have a person hard, you will give it everything. No half business. So when I say I need 5% of the time, man.
Yeah, 1%.
So you speak about a lukewarm person, or basically I'm like in a hotel and call it boaty. You want to play left and want to play right now, but man choose.
So stand therefore having your loins girded with the truth.
With the truth, what is the truth? St. John 17:17. Sanctify them through thy truth, thy word is truth. Right?
Having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
Alright.
Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Yeah, and a synonym for faith is belief. And I'm going to precept earlier, I believe, therefore I speak. I say if you have faith, you speak. You see me? Let me hear what you believe in.
See, that's with that faith, that's why the scripture say, I shall give you a mouth that nobody shall gainsay nor resist. Because once you speak with such confidence, see, it exerts so much power that nobody can really overcome that. You see me? Not really, nobody cannot overcome that.
We speak the truth. You can't burn the truth, yo.
And scripture say, you go make your word as our fire. Understand? Even as in Hebrews say, yo, word sharper than any two-edged sword. So all of that shows say, yo, with this word, when you have this word, man, you're supposed to become more powerful.
They tell us it's a life, right? So naturally you're going to become more powerful. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh or Hashem Yahushua.
Because what? Weapons of our warfare are not what? Carnal. See me? A while ago the scripture lists out your whole armor, yo. See me? So it show you how the mindset we're supposed to go into the days with. We're supposed to go into the days with a mindset of a battle. You see me? Remember in the book of Judges, when he tell him choose out the 300, he say, yo, look here, anyone amongst you which have fear that say, yo, you have to go, yo, bring them, separate them from the battle. You see me? And he basically try them. So when he try them, he find a certain amount of man where war hardened, the mind set, in a callous develop on their mind that is so hard for them to basically retreat from the battle. So likewise, us as warriors going forth in the days ahead, knowing what is about to come, our mindset is supposed to be what? To overcome whatever obstacles there is.
We're supposed to be soldiers for our shy.
St. John?
No, probably. St. John.
St. John 7 verse 38 says, "He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water."
Say, and when we water go back to the word. Say, washing by water by what the word. Right? So if you believe your out your mouth is in which shall flow rivers of living water, you constantly speak you have kind of what engulf in the scriptures. Or your whole lifestyle, your whole mindset built upon the scriptures, your whole even you can get one question, hold that over. One question and get me Sirach 39. Sirach 39. And one.
Alright, this is Sirach 39 and 1. It says, "But he that give his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy. He will keep the saying of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will also be there."
And just add to that word occupy, go back to what? Occupation. See, when you have occupation, it's a job. See me? But it's a job where you love. So our job is what? With prophets. And a prophet is to what? Say before something happens. See, which go back to what? Having that rivers of living water. Because when things are happening, it happens constantly, and it goes in various different ways where I have so many examples to apply to that prophecy. Understand? Even the prophecy of the chip. There are so many technology that is leading up to the chip right now. You see me? That it is like don't find things for sale. See, it's a constant means of having topics and things to do. They basically push for the words of the Father.
Verse 39 says, "But this spake he of the Spirit, which they that believe on him should receive. For the Holy Ghost was not yet given, because that Yahushua was not yet glorified."
Yeah, and when we Yahushua getting glorification, and the Spirit go back to what? St. John 6:63. By the word, I speak unto you, their spirit and their life. Right, so heat we have here, and I basically constantly flow through it. But the Holy Spirit, right, to make us stay active. Because in the day, we're saying stay active, it's all the way that we have worship and shy. Right?
Go back to faith.
And which is a gift. So faith is a gift, right? So if you don't get it, that's just it. But when I draw any brothers here, you see, you can find out if you feel like y'all get pulled up or anything like that. Pray fast, you see, we beg the Most High, yo. But keep that spirit, that fire, like Jeremiah had. Jeremiah one point gets so frustrated and say, I know I'm done. I'm done with this thing. Every time I try to talk to them people, they want to kill me and this and this. And prophet, I don't know that. I'm done talking, yeah, man. You see me? It's like in there, say, no, I can't hold it no more. You said the time the word that Moses was in, like, him on the fire. Burn him, yo. It's like we then amongst niggas more when we hear them talk so the shit, yo. No for a time when I rather ignore them. It's about the zeal that you have to rebuke it. As people say, we're supposed to rebuke, right? Exhort is with all long suffering and doctrine. So that's the spirit, yo.
First Thessalonians 5, starting at verse 15, it says, See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but you ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men. So rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks, for that this is the will of Yahweh in Yahweh Shai Mashiach concerning you. Quench not the spirit.
Quench not the spirit. So sometimes we have a precept, we have a topic come to mind, yo. Say, no man, my brother do put something on this already, or I want something do something like it onto this. No. Isn't it? Go at it. Isn't it? Keep the spirit, yo. Don't quench it. Right? Keep the fire burning.
Yeah, but my mindset say, oh, you always bring out the same precept. You see me? Hey, if you always bring out the same precept, then you have something where you call cross-reference. You look up the cross-reference of a precept where you think you can match with a particular thing. You bring out the precept plus that cross-reference precept. You see me? That's how you kind of conquer that spirit of being lackadaisical. Because the scripture says you're wrestling not against flesh and blood, but principle. Where you think the principalities is going to set you? Yo, brother, you do that already, man. You're going to have to do it again. Hey, do it again, man.
The scripture was supposed to go over them lace and slip. Enough time my brother read one precept, say, oh, what a long time I hear that one, you know. But I feel regular precept that. You see me? Because I have sometimes every man have their favorite precept or a couple of precepts with them prefer. Right? It's good to keep them in our brother's ear. Sometimes man go through a thing and hear precept. So you say comfort one another with these words. Right? So when a brother hear it, you it's good. And remember, to we is everything yeah man, I always read the precept, but remember, you know, and everybody watch all the video them. Maybe that one time now when you use the same precept and the potential elect, right, watch a video and say, oh yeah man, and me learn. Right?
Even so, the most I reveal things differently, so I don't like you reveal it on your timing. So you will do a video this time on a specific topic, and the next time you try to do it, you explain things in a way where I better understand quicker than the first video where you even did a try to do it. You see me?
Can I get that quick?
That will grow as well.
That's much that one. It's Ecclesiastes 5, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Yeah, that security is as Scripture says, I mean Zephaniah 1 and 12, my punish the man who says upon him leaves. Heigl. Is it? I niggas for the corner all the while. Is it? Oh my G. Right, we have out there is pushing this, I'm working in the vineyard. I want to get paid on. I say I have to work, you read the precept. Let us labor for intend his rest. Because whatever one go away, I'm sure about that, can't say that without a doubt. That you finish, bro? That's something, no?
Quench not the spirit, he said, despise not prophesying, prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Alright, hold fast that which is good, we have it. Scripture says, let no man take thy crown. You see me? If we don't have anything else, we can get Yashomar precept. Sirach, Ecclesiastes 4 and 28. Let me say Yashomar precept.
We have it, you know, right? It's the Ecclesiastes 4 and 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
That's right. Strive for truth unto death, you'll fight. As Paul tells Timothy, fight the good fight. Is my scripture in the Revelation say, oh, let no man take thy crown. I read precept, hold fast. You hold fast to something. You grip it, you might, yo. Right? That's what we have this truth, you want to let it go. It's in the prophesying, you want to Shiloh come. Right? Just exalt brothers, you keep pushing, you want to stay active. Right? So as we see it here, as Paul said, right? In Thessalonians, we have the time, you don't need to write unto you because we know perfectly. The Lord cometh as a thief in the night, and we'll measure the time and we'll say, it's very, very close, If Doc, you have anything else, anything you want to share? Alright, so with that, hopefully the lesson was very fun until they go there, giving our praise, of course, to Ahoy, our Shem Yahushai, our Shem Rakakadash. The one is unto others and apostles of great and stone. Shalom to the full.